So my name is Dspe Sreenivasan. I'm a professor of mechanical and electrical and computer engineering at the University of Texas at Austin. I also work with Canon Corporation, something I thought I should mention because your camera, which looks very fancy, is made by Canon. So there's a division of Canon called Canon Nanotechnologies in Austin. And this is a group that works on nanoscale patterning research that we developed at the University of Texas, and they're further developing it in Canon. So my research background is I do work in nanofabrication for electronics and healthcare applications. And I essentially use precision machine technology that's being discussed in this conference as an enabling capability for some of the process technology that I develop. And so I've known people in this group for something like 10 years. Jan van Eyck, as well as Adrian, invited me to come here. And I've known Jan for about 10 years. I worked with Philips CFT many years ago on some precision stage technology. And that's how I got connected with this community. And I find this area of Holland very interesting. There's an ecosystem for precision machinery that's very unique relative to almost any place in the world. And in the US, while we have many kinds of groups of people, for example, I'm from Austin, Texas. In Austin, we have computer software people that do computer games. There are people who make chip design like Apple and Intel and so on. So there are a lot of those kinds of ecosystems. But for precision machines, we don't really have anything quite like what is there in Holland. And so I find coming here to be very inspiring, listening to the talks, and I've made some very good connections that I expect to take back with me and then follow up and maybe have some collaborations. You know, if a young person is trying to decide what kind of field they want to work in, I certainly encourage them to look into this field. It's fascinating to build instruments that are very precise and operate at the nanoscale, and nanoscale really is a few atoms of hydrogen, so it's about as small as you can get. And oftentimes you cannot see what you're designing, and so you have to infer with great levels of creativity on how you're designing things at these scales. And so it's a fascinating world, and I think it's great fun.